Hello, friends in London and online. I'm Dave, and welcome to my new YouTube channel. Hopefully you like it. If you do, stick around and subscribe. If not, stick around and subscribe anyways. I have a lot of, obviously, physical media around, and I'm recording this in my shrine to physical media. I'm going to take this time today, I think, to give you a couple of tips. If you're into buying physical media, Blu-rays, DVDs, movies and whatnot, I've got a couple of ideas here of really great bargains. You get a lot of bang for your buck with what I'm about to give you, or talk to you about, right? Let's get started. So this is a Synapse release from a couple years ago of Phenomena on Blu-ray. It's restored. It's HD restored, and there's quite a bit on this package. So this was $29.99 Canadian. And with it you get the original US version of it called Creepers. It was retitled when it was originally released back in the 80s. So that's the original US version you get. That's 85 minutes. You also get the UK version, which is 110 minutes, and you get the it's a hybrid Italian and American version. It's got scenes intercut into it that are in Italian. Subtitles come up on the bottom if you don't understand. It's 116 minutes. So you get all three of those HD restored. And you also get Dario Argento's World of Horrors, which is a full-length documentary released in the 80s. It was directed by his protege, Michele Soavi. It's really good. It's got lots of information. It's probably he probably just finished filming this film at the time when that documentary was produced. But it's very interesting. So there's quite a lot of extras on this, and for $30, that's a good deal. You don't just get the movie and some commentary, although you get that as well. We're going to stay with Synapse. They release a lot of interesting stuff. This is Just Desserts. It's a Creepshow documentary that they released a couple of years ago. It is super well researched. It's full length with tons of extras. So the documentary itself is basically an extra. It's interviews and recollections and stories by the people involved in the movies and all aspects of it. From they talk to Key Grips and Tom Savini and the director. Stephen King's even on it. There's quite a lot. But even a more than that, you still get an audio commentary by the director on the documentary. You get extended interviews, more interviews. You also get, I don't know if you can make any of this out, but you also get the full-length Scream Greats Volume 1, which is a documentary from the 80s on Tom Savini. And that's a really interesting piece of history. It's a really fun documentary. And it was probably filmed right after, I would say around the time that he did Day of the Dead or Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 from What's Around His House. And his crew is with him in a couple of scenes. There's great footage of a really, really young Greg Nicotero. He's having a blast, obviously, working with Tom. And even the documentary, Scream Greats, the documentary on this, is got director's commentary and Tom Savini commentary. This is packed full of extras. This is $30 well spent. Speaking of Creepshow, we've got Scream Factory's release from this year, or last year now, 2019, of Creepshow. And this is probably the definitive version, the best version that's out there. It's a 4K scan of the original, all restored. The colors look great. Lots of extras, interviews, different extras and interviews than from Just Desserts, which is nice. And with it you also get the Blu-ray and the DVD. And you get this gorgeous booklet that goes with it. Also lots of information in there and nice pictures. If you're into Creepshow, this is a really good package. Definitely worth having. So I paid $34.99 Canadian for this, but again, definitely worth it. And it is so much better. Previously all I had was the old DVD, the cardboard case DVD, where your special features are interactive menus, theatrical trailers, scene access. Oh please, you'll let me access any scene I want? Thank you. That's amazing. I'm going to keep it though because it's got the great artwork from when I was a kid. This used to scare the hell out of me in the video store. I still rented it, but I just love the artwork. And I mean, it's already got a spot on the shelf. What the heck? Alright, We'll stay with documentaries. This is Crystal Lake Memories. Some of you might have the book. This is the filmed version of it. Also $30 Canadian. And it actually doesn't have a ton of extras, but this is 400 minutes. Anything you've ever wondered about Friday the 13th, if you can't tell, I'm a huge Friday the 13th fan. Jason is all over the room that you can't see. On Facebook, my little avatar, and Instagram is Jason. I'm a huge fanboy. I love the Friday the 13th series, the Paramount ones especially. And this breaks down everything. Every movie, the TV series, the remake. You get interviews with directors, actors, special effects artists, producers. This is the ultimate package for a Friday the 13th fan. You must have it. It's under $40 for 5 hours, 400 minutes. How much is that? That's 5 hours of entertainment. Now this one might be a little harder to find. So I mentioned I host a radio show here in London, or did I? I do. I host Cinemagic here in London, where we spin film, television, and Broadway music. I was at a concert in Toronto a few years ago at the Opera House, and I got to see Goblin perform live, and they were selling these DVDs. 2 concerts in Tokyo. These are from November 4th and 5th, 2011. And it's just a little cardboard sleeve there, and it's got the set lists. But this is really cool. If you've got surround sound or a really good sound system, it's a great way to re-enjoy Goblin playing live, all their greatest hits, and $15, no tax, cash. They would have autographed it for a little more money, but I had some vinyl that I wanted signed, and they charge for each autograph, so I had to go with the vinyl. But this is definitely worth having. Maybe you could find it on eBay, but if Goblin's coming to town, check them out and pick this up. Also, another DVD. This is the last DVD I'll be talking about. This is the Phantasm 5 film set. So it's all of the movies, and you get one package, 5 different discs. I don't love the stack on top of each other discs. I find they get scratched sometimes, so I try to handle them carefully. But, $15 no tax. This was $15 with tax, obviously, but you get 5 movies. Each of them has their own separate disc. The version of Phantasm you get is the new HD restored version. I know it's not Blu-ray, but... And for Phantasm 2, you actually get the Scream Factory release. So this has extras and commentary and interviews. So I think that's really good that they included that. You get quite a bit of bang for your buck with this. 5 movies, extras, interviews again, the whole series basically. And it's quite an interesting series. I haven't gotten around to watching the last one yet, which is Ravager, but it's just because you can see I have a lot of things to get through. I can't watch everything in one day. We're getting near the end here of what I wanted to recommend to you. This is a classic. You guys, I don't even have to, you can read, right? Dracula, 1931. This was $5 new at Walmart. Can you believe that? I think I stole it from them. $5 on its own for a Blu-ray of a black and white movie is a great deal. Blu-ray is a great format, whereas some of the 80s color, some of the color 80s movies that get transferred to Blu-ray, you start to see makeup lines or the effects don't hold up because they weren't meant to be under such clear picture quality, right? But these black and white movies are excellent transfers, and they look great. This particular one has tons of bonus features. Just getting used to this camera, sorry. Commentary by film historians. A documentary on the making of from book to film in 1931. It's also got the 1931 Spanish version, which was filmed on the same sets at night when the American actors went home. It's got a feature on the restoration of this. Movie trivia, which is interesting. I love movie trivia. So Dracula, $5 Walmart. You gotta get this. You'd be crazy not to. And we have Dracula. So now, of course, Frank comes up. This is the Frankenstein movie collection. This is DVD. So That's why the price might be a little cheaper. This was $20 brand new, but you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 movies, all of the original Universal Frankenstein, from Frankenstein all the way to Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. As an adult, I must say, Son of Frankenstein, if you haven't seen it, you really have to. It is excellent. It's one of my favorites now, and this transfer is beautiful. Now, all of these movies, they're probably very similar to this collection, right? I think what they probably did is collect all of the individual movies into this one package. So, again, all of these movies come with great commentaries, extras, interviews, film historian breakdowns. It's $15 well spent. And I just love these old movies. They look great on Blu-ray. They're worth having on your shelf. So those are some really good deals. Definitely worth your money. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to be posting a few more. I've got some other ideas. As I said, I have a lot of horror vinyl. So I'll be, unfortunately with YouTube licensing, I can't play and review the music, but I'll show you the new releases that I have and give you my critique, I guess, of the music. I'm not a professional by any means, but I'll try to steer you in the right direction on what to buy with physical media. Like I've got a lot of it around here. And these videos, while mostly horror and sci-fi centric, will probably deal with a lot of stuff. I'm into comics, I'm into sci-fi, I'm into gaming, mostly board games though, no video games. I'm just not into them. They're great, but I'm not into them. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, like below. If you loved it, subscribe. Thanks a lot. See you soon, hopefully.